Group E, ladies and gentlemen, Costa Rica, Germany, Japan, and Spain. I think this is quite tricky. I
Mhm.
think is Mr. Hinder called Group D the group of luxury. I don't know what he would call this, but it's Costa Rica, Germany, Japan always has a surprise or two in them. This is the when you're talking about teams that actually play to their strength. That's one team, and then Spain. We don't never really know what to expect. They have been very hot and cold in the past few tournaments, and they don't have that same quality of players that they were bringing in from the good old days. But Mr. Hinder, who qualifies from this group?
Well, there's only two teams qualifying from that group. And it's a pretty easy one. That's Spain and Germany. Costa Rica and Japan. I mean, Japan can pull it out of the bag, but I mean, there's only so many rabbits that are going to be in that hat that they're going to be able to pull out. That's a nice luxury group. Germany and Spain will just play for a draw, I assume, take it through. They'll beat both Costa Rica and Japan. There's only one player's name I can pronounce, which is Daniel Schmidt. The rest of them, I'm not even going to try to pronounce. I don't know who most of them are. I mean, they do play some nice football, Japan. They're always quite quick. But Spain and Germany, nah, even on their worst days, they're going through that group. That would be a disservice to say that was a hard group for Spain and Germany.
Disservice.
For those two.
Big Steve, do you agree with that?
I think it will be Germany and Spain. I do think Spain. I do have a concern about Spain and goals. They've got Fernan Torres, but the rest of the striking department, I'm not overly convinced. But they've proven in previous tournaments that they can go without. But yeah, Germany and Spain for me. I think they'll have too much quality.
I mean, Germany does have a lot of quality, but I'm surprised. Well, I think they're once again potential World Cup winners for this tournament. But I'm pretty convinced their best player is their goalkeeper, Emmanuel Noah. But you never know. You never know. Spain, on the other hand, I think it's one of them cases. You mentioned balance for France. If Spain can get the balance right, how far do you think they'll go in this tournament, Big Steve?
Probably quarters. I think probably quarters. And I think it'll be a case of, depending on who they come up against, they don't have that, I think, a clinical striker. For me. Yeah, they've got Fernan Torres, but to me, they don't have a top of the range clinical striker that in a tight game against a top opposition.
I don't even think they've had that clinical striker since Torres and David Villa.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't have the quality of player behind them. Like, they could be on a pitch, play without a striker, and they retain the ball so much, they would do it. But they don't have that quality anymore, for me. So.
Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward group, as you guys think. Germany and Spain to go through.
That is the worst Spain team I've seen in a long time, though. I know I said it in the last episode of how disappointing the football and the players and the excitement is around them, but that
they're not producing as much quality, though.
Well, I mean, look at the goalkeepers: Unai Simon, Robert Sanchez, David Raya. I mean, those two are at best have got 7 mistakes a game in them. The Sergio Busquets way past his best, no pace at all. And I know that the international stage pace, you don't need it, but
he has never had pace.
Yeah, but imagine him and Rodri in the center of the park, right? And then that's just. And even up front, they've got Morata in the team. It's a team that's going to take them through to the next round, but they're going to struggle if they come second in that group behind Germany. They'll struggle. Against any winners of any group, they're going to struggle with. That is a team that you would fear, not like the old team where I don't mean really old, just 4 years ago, a team that you'd be on paper and go, they can outplay us. Could that team outplay anybody? I mean,
to me, there's a lot riding on Pedri.
Yeah, and he's what, 18, 19?
There's a lot riding on him, to me.
Goalkeepers Union, Big Steve, David De Gea not making this squad. Yes or no? Looking at the season he has had so far, or even from last season?
He goes before Robert Sanchez for me. If I'll drop Robert Sanchez and take De Gea, experience. Maybe it's the way he wants to play football. He wants to be playing out from the back and all that kind of stuff. But to me, he still goes.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Luis Enrique strikes me as one of them managers that, if once he I want to say he's one of them managers that he picks players based on what he wants to play, not on form or
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, I can understand Ramos not making it, but Thiago not making it. Mhm.
Big
Mr.
call.
Hinder, what do you think? Thiago, do you agree with Luis Enrique? You probably do.
There's a lot of. I don't get any of the team selection for Spain. I just don't get it. The De Gea thing's a joke. Like, all right, sometimes he has a mistake, but he's got less mistakes in him than Robert Sanchez and David Raya. Like, it's not like he's been left out for a world class goalkeeper. Everything just reeks to me of like. Remember, everyone was saying that Southgate's got favourites in the England team. Like that, this reeks of he's got his mates playing like for Spain, and you look at that and go, you must have some better players than that. You must be missing. So either they don't like to play the way he likes to play football, either he doesn't get the best out of them, or he clashes with them. There's just no big egos in that team, and that not necessarily a bad thing, but I want to see a couple. I'm just so uninspired by that. Right, Rodri sticks out, and he's a steady player, right, for Man City, but he's just steady. Like, and Laporte, they're just good, steady players. Azpilicueta's still in there, and I don't get it. I just don't understand. You've got to have De Gea in there all day long. If I missed your other point, sorry.
We shall see, but I'm sure they'll be good enough to at least qualify from their group. You both have gone Germany, Spain, so we shall see. I think I see an upset coming in that group, man. I just see Japan sneaking in, but
Who do they take out?
Spain. Let us see what happens.
I've got to have more pace than Spain.
You never know. Rodri and Sergio Busquets have gotten some new trainers.
Martins.